Daddy Sue in my life, but here we are. We had both Daddy Sue and Daddy Emily in this episode. It was a daddy type of episode. I think Haley Steinfeld has great hands. That's it. That's the video. This episode was so lesbian, it felt like I was watching Tipping the Velvet. And it's Emily Dickinson's birthday today, so happy birthday, babe. We haven't forgotten you or your lesbian romance. Okay, so in today's video, I'm going to be reviewing episode 8 of Dickinson, season 3. I usually review the episodes in pairs, but this one was just so good I had to get on here. It's like a late night special. I have some thoughts and I will give my thoughts to you through the brainwaves, through the internet brainwaves. So this episode pretty much centers around Emily being pushed to breaking point by her family and then descending into her own personal inferno. This episode was actually really interesting and it has some of the best acting I've seen all season, particularly in the scene where Emily loses it with her father. I mean, Haley was just so raw and incredible in this scene and she deserves the ass kissing. She does. And same with Betty, like when Betty lost it with Emily, the acting was also incredible and just, yeah, those two incredible ladies. Maybe they should date. I also love the little glimpses of women's history that we get in Dickinson from time to time. Looking back at women's history, I don't know how women kept it together. I really don't. I mean, I'm barely keeping it together in this day and age. So God only knows how women from the 19th century felt. Well, the book Little Women gives us some insight. I think there's a line in there about being angry all the time, but learning to keep that anger to yourself, which, why is that still so relatable? So yes, in this episode, Emily goes into her own personal hell or inferno, complete with what sounds like a Daft Punk Pet Shop Boys remix in the background, and she encounters nightmare versions of her family and Sue. I don't know how much thought went into this part of the episode, but the way that I interpreted it was Emily's own insecurities and projections taking shape in the form of her family members and Sue. For example, Emily was blaming herself for things like Lavinia's lack of a husband and Austen's failed marriage, causing her father's death, things like that. And when it came to Sue, and I'm interested to know what people's theories are here, but it felt like Sue was in masculine attire because Emily was projecting some form of heteronormativity onto the both of them, and it was tied into what her father said about needing a man to kind of take care of her or be in charge of her, and it seemed like she was projecting that onto Sue, but we could see she was uncomfortable with that and she was trying to pull away. Yeah, I felt like this part between Emily and Sue, it was weird, but I enjoyed it. That's what the ladies say about me. I liked Sue in that suit. Yeah. I mean, the amount of chemistry between these two in this episode, this is why we have global warming. It's not rocket science. Okay, guys, if you've been keeping up with Dickinson, let me know what you thought of this episode. Don't forget to subscribe for instant disappointment, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.